5 seconds.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the JoinDOTA League Season 6. Good morning,
Reserve time.
I'm WolfDOTA. Thanks for tuning in to my stream if you're either on Twitch or watching through the client. Appreciate the support, hope you enjoy the cast. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at WolfDOTA. But now that we've gotten the plugs out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the teams. We've got Zero Latitude going against Bursters. This is an Asian qualifier for the tournament, or group stage match, I guess would be the proper term. I don't follow the Asian scene as closely as I would like, so hopefully I'll learn a little bit about it. But either way, into the draft so far we've got Lena and Queen of Pain banned out for Zero Latitude, and the Alchemist Io banned out for Bursters. Undying first pick, not too surprising. Pretty strong pick right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Visage come out for one of these teams, either right off the bat or maybe a little bit later, but I think Visage another support that's very strong. I think very good against the Undying, can use the familiars to burst down the Tombstone very quickly, which is, in my opinion, always a good thing. Other picks that are common right now is they could start off with a Dazzle, Axe, seen that a little bit,
5 seconds.
Axe a little bit less now, but something you still see from time to time. They could...
Reserve time.
They kind of have their play of the field still at the moment. The only things really banned out are a couple of the strong meta heroes, but nothing specific to the teams that I know of. Gyrocopter is going to be the first pick for Bursters. Strong hero in general, buffed recently with the change to his rocket barrage, now having 0 cast point to animation, as well as kind of just being a strong hero with the way the game's played right now. He's very good in the late game. He can clear out the creep waves. He can push fairly well, flat cannon off of the tower, different things like that.
Earth Shaker. Dyer's pick.
And they're going to go ahead and pick up one of the cows for themselves. So they get some good anti-push, good stuns, lockdown, all that stuff. If you can trap somebody in a corner, Gyrocopter can kill them very easily with his rocket barrage. We'll see what Zero Latitude want to go for in this case. They've got a couple of seconds here before they enter the bonus time, but after Undying, maybe they'll look for a little bit more sustain. If they want to go heavy team fight, that's always an option. And they could go Necrophos, you know, pair up the undead people. But I think other than just being undead, they go together quite well. You have the heal sustain coming out from both of them, the Reaper Scythe as well, that locks them down, bursts them out, take over the team fight, especially when you're up against a Gyrocopter. It's very much a one core kind of a hero. They're gonna go ahead and pick up the Batrider. That'll probably be their offlaner, and then transition into the jungle if needed. Gives them a lot of potential around the Roshan pit as well, being the Dire team, so they can easily take fights there on their home turf, if you will. Ancient Apparition is going to get banned out, so they may... with that ban, I can see a little bit more healing going their way, maybe picking up a Necrophos, as I mentioned before, or a couple of other heroes, like Dazzle, Witch Doctor, etc. Can be pretty good. So that would be my guess as for the Ancient Apparition ban. We'll see if Bursters are going to pick up on that. But as far as for Bursters, maybe... Oh, there's going to be the Visage ban.
Radiance ban.
But interesting that they banned out the Visage after the Drow Ranger. Maybe Bursters banning out the Drow in the hopes that Zero Latitude would let the Visage through. But I think it's probably a good choice coming out from Zero Latitude, getting rid of that. Very easy to take out the Tombstone and just kind of disrupt the team fights in general. It can do a lot of damage now and very hard to kill with the amount of auto attacks it takes. Bursters, they've got one ban left, but not going to focus on that too much. I think they're going to go for more team fight as well. I think both lineups are going to be fairly team fight orientated. Batrider's kind of a pick-off hero, but he's also very strong in team fights in that he can start them very well. Make sure that your team starts them 4v5, or sorry, 5v4 would be the case. But I'd like to see a Vengeful Spirit or a Shadow Demon come out for Bursters, just something to cancel out the Batrider Blink Initiation, get rid of break up the lasso, or prevent it in some way. But they've already got a Shaker, so they might not need anything. As far as your latitude, they might need, they might want somebody to follow up the Batrider. They're gonna need maybe some heavy burst. Maybe they'll grab a Lion as a secondary support. Zeus was already banned out, so his I guess his Drow isn't much burst, but a strong hero. Zeus would have been the support there, or the other bit of burst damage that would have gone well. Maybe they'll look to go for
10 seconds to go.
they could always go something like a Slardar, go for some physical burst damage, get
5 seconds.
the amplified damage on him, and then crush after the lasso is ended to really bring someone down. Maiden's going to be the final pickup,
Dyer's pick.
final support pickup for Bursters, unless it's a core shaker, which is always an option, I guess, but it's not something you see too much. I like Maiden as a support. She's very, I think she got buffed just recently, and her aura is so good. It allowed Gyrocopter to spam out his nukes in lane and really pressure the offlaner. The Batrider I think is going to have a pretty tough time, especially if Gyro gets a point or two early in missile.
10 seconds to go.
I apologize for all the yawns. It's quite early here for me, so I'm doing my best, guys. You have to bear with me.
Reserve time.
But Crystal Maiden will allow the Earthshaker to get off a lot of his spells as well, maybe a little bit more sustained just in general. Won't have to worry about going back to the well quite so much. Again, Zero Latitude, they probably want some serious burst damage. The Quamp and the Lena already get taken out. They could go for the Lion if they want to pair up the Finger. We'll see. Their choice here is here in a minute. A couple of other heroes that could work out for them as far as the burst damage goes. I wouldn't be too surprised to see a couple of them. The tiers being maybe like something like a Beastmaster we've been seeing a rise of. That they could run it mid lane. Maybe not so much burst damage, but some follow up control. Spirit Breaker is something you see from time to time as well, but I don't know if that's necessarily the burst damage they want. But it could be something they run in the off lane. Skywrath Mage, another obvious hero that they could go if they so choose. They've just gone. Oh, the core Lash. I hope this is their one position. I hope this is their safe lane farming Leshrac. I want to see a 6-slotted Leshrac with like Boots of Travel, Octarine Core, a Ag Scepter, a Bloodstone, Shiva's Guard, and a Heart, or something like that. Like I think that would be unreal. Maybe a Scythe instead of a Shiva's, or whatever you want, but like I think that would be the dream, and I think that would be really cool to see him. Something I really hope that it's not a support Leshrac.
Reserve time.
Follow-up pick coming out from Bursters. They're gonna have to choose really quick here. They've only got 13 seconds left. Whatever it may be, I'm thinking it's gonna be an offlaner, or well, mid laner Viper, I guess would be alright. They still need their offlaner, unless it's an off shaker. But Zero Latitude, they've got the pick off. They've got some good burst damage in an AOE as well, counter some pushes or push very well itself. But a teamfight hero, and I think this is where they're going to pick up some more sustain. I still think Necrophos, and I still think Necrophos or Dazzle as the secondary supports or cores. I don't know. They safe lane the Leshrac, mid the Necro. I don't know if that's really great, but I think they're gonna probably go for Dazzle. They're gonna go for Silencer, so
Radiance band.
proving me wrong again. I just can't guess right. They're going for more teamfight, something to cancel the Crystal Maiden's ulti if they need to. If she gets farmed, has a BKB, something along those lines.
10 seconds to go.
But they're not really lacking for things to cancel it. Leshrac's got it.
5 seconds.
Batrider's got Flame Break as well as Lasso. Silencer's obviously got his two silences, whatever they choose to go. Versus they gotta ban something out real quick here. I think banning out the Dazzle would be really good. I think it's a core silencer, personally. If they're gonna ban out the Juggernaut, see what Zero Latitude want to do. They've got one ban left remaining. Offlaners, I think Centaur would be really strong for either of these, for Bursters or maybe a Bristleback. I'm not sure if that's something the Asian teams are running, but well, either way, we'll see.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
They've got 40 seconds left for that choice, so I think banning out an offlaner would be good. Maybe Tidehunter. kind of hard to. Yeah, Tide could be alright if you can blink it, get the Ravage off, and then burst down the Silencer beforehand. They're gonna ban with the Brood, Mama. The one under
Radiant's
that
pit.
5th pick Brood, which is probably an okay choice. They don't have a whole lot to deal with it. Batrider's not terrible, neither is Leshrac, but Leshrac needs to see them to get his lightning off, and Split Earth isn't the best thing to just spam out at creep waves. That's something you just want to Lina for. Point of Pain. But nonetheless,
10 seconds to go.
Cursors, what you guys thinking? What
5
you guys
seconds.
thinking? They've got about 2 seconds left. They gotta choose. They're gonna go for a clock. The Rattled Trap
Dyer's
is gonna be
pick.
the offlaner. So they got some good initiation here. They can get in on the Silencer. He'll be able to get his global off, but not before Clonkers gotten in, hooked him and cogged him, and popped his battery assault. So hopefully they've got some decent follow-up. Gyrocopter probably look for a Manta style this game, just because he's gonna have to purge the global so many times, and it's not usually something you want to waste BKB charges on early. So I imagine a Manta will be the choice. I still think Zero Latitude are gonna go for some more heals and
10
sustain.
seconds
Otherwise,
to
I'm not
go.
sure why they banned out the Ancient Apparition. If all you have is the Undying Soul
5
Rip, I
seconds.
think it's kind of But maybe they're gonna look for an early set of an early mech slash
Reserve
Guardian
time.
Greaves on a hero and go that route. But I still think another healing support if they want to run this as a core Leshrac, Silencer, Batrider. The support Undying, and then supports Dazzle or Witch Doctor or something like that, I think would be pretty solid. But these teams have been proving me wrong.
10
I've been
seconds
off
to go.
the whole time, so do what you can.
5 seconds.
Yep, and so that's par for the course. Proven Withota wrong, which is that's fine. They're gonna pick up the Invoker. So fun hero to see. He recently got some changes. I think his top end is a little bit better. The new Deafening Blast is quite strong. The people want. And he just got a lot of follow-up for a lot of their spells. AoE teamfight to kind of just fit their lineup so far. Good at getting picks as well if he goes Exhort. I'm not sure what the Chinese teams like to run Invoker as, but I'm sure it'll be interesting nonetheless.
10 seconds to go.
That's what I wanted to do. I'll turn off my HUD. Oh, Dota. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully I didn't crash here. Dota's hitched for me as everybody's starting to load in. It's very embarrassing and quite unfortunate. But hopefully everything goes through just fine. Also, hello to the one viewer I've got. Whoever that is. One viewer on Twitch. I guess I don't know how many of you are listening in on Dota TV. But this is not great. Oh no, I guess these guys would probably be playing on Perfect World, wouldn't they? That might be part of the problem too. The long ping. Yeah, my ping right before it froze. You guys can't see it, but it says it was 381. Huh. Well, I might just have to try and reconnect here as the game is underway. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a shot. Apologize, guys. I'll do my best to get back into this one. I really want to cast this game. Well, we're loading back into the game. Hopefully, it'll work out in our favor. And looks like it already has. Unfortunately, I missed the first blood due to having to reconnect, but nonetheless, it should be okay. Go ahead and quickly introduce the teams and hope I don't miss any more action going on here. Oh, just let me fix. I want to get rid of this HUD. It doesn't sit well underneath. So in the mid lane, we've got the Rattle Trap, the Clockwork handled by Loon. On the Dire side, his opposite, we've got Deja Vu Knight. Up on the top lane, looks like we've got an aggressive tri-lane coming up from the Radiant. We've got Revenge playing the Earthshaker. Arn is playing the Gyrocopter, and Aeun is playing the Crystal Maiden. Their counterparts on the Dire tri-lane, we've got Libya, Cho, and last but certainly not least, Ben Klung playing the Undying. And the two solo laners are going to be Aviel and on the Batrider, and last but certainly not least, I'm sorry guy, I don't know what to call you, but we've got the Viper. So either way, these teams seem to be doing alright. Clockwork's doing fairly well in the mid lane, which is not something I would expect up against the Invoker. He's actually tied for positive CS. He doesn't have as many denies, but he's doing pretty good. His Rocket Flare cast point was also buffed recently, so it goes off a little bit faster, which is nice. He's actually going to find a haste from here. He might be able to make something happen on the Invoker. If he can get in, get a battery assault off, Invoker comes up a little bit too far. It wouldn't be too hard to get a kill on him. We'll see if he wants to go for that. Maybe waits for level 2 battery assault. Doubles in damage at that point, so he can be a lot better off, make things a lot easier. We'll have to see. No, he's just going to go for the Cogs burn. Continue forcing back the Invoker. I'm gonna hold on to that haste room. Top lane, Gyrocopter's doing alright. He's 9-1 up against who's the farmer on this side? It is gonna be the Corliss Rack. Fantastic. He's going for an early Soul Ring, so I imagine he's gonna be getting a pretty early Bloodstone. On the bottom lane, the Viper is actually losing to the Batrider fairly heavily. Oh, Clockwork pops his haste room. He's gonna be heading top. There is a very hurt Leshrac, I'm assuming after he took a missile and maybe a little bit of a rocket barrage. Rocket Flare is going to connect, and is he going to just zip around under the tower? Oh yes he is. He's already got his battery cell popped. He's going to head into the bushes, waiting to see it. He's going to cancel the animation once, twice. He's probably going to die from this though. It's one tower shot each second. He's bottling up. He doesn't have a TP. He's going to pop the cogs. Hide up in the back. He's going to get one burn. Is he going to get another? He's trying to tango his way to victory, but so far it's not the case. Poor guy dove a little bit deep there, and I think now he's gonna end up paying for it. They're pinging him out like they know he's still in there. Unfortunately, it's not the case just yet. They're gonna get one tower shot off onto him, and unfortunately, that's gonna be the last word proccing and getting the kill. So he gets a kill, but unfortunately, he lets the Invoker get a lot of CS ahead of him. Now the Invoker's 17 to 18 to his 9 before they were right dead even. And now, unfortunately, far behind. Maybe not the best choice to go that deep under the tower, but at the end of the day, that's the decision he made. So he's not. Invoker's gonna be able to get the top room, whatever it may be. It's a regen, gives him a little bit of mana, but he's actually gonna maybe look to head up and gank this top tri lane. They've got a ward here, so he has a pretty good idea where they are. The Radiant, they don't seem to have been paying attention to where he went. He's got a tornado if he wants to. He's gonna pop the cold snap. Oh, he doesn't have Invoke. EMP is not going to land, but the one last right click should be able enough to get the Shaker. On the backside, they also lose the Crystal Maiden. Now it's going to be the Gyrocopter going down. One more right click from the Invoker gets him a double kill. And he's going to be very happy with that rotation. Working out fantastic for them. Getting a full wipe on them. As well as the Undying, he gets rotating. Or sorry, rotated from where? I'm sorry. I'm loopy. The Invoker rotating out from the mid lane. With the Batrider and Viper still farming up against each other. Batrider's at 14 and 8, Viper 13 and 4, so he's catching up a little bit here. And I think Batrider's going to do more with this farm than the Viper will. Batrider's already got his Tranquil Boots up and the Sage's Mask, so probably the Sage's Mask just for some casual sustain, and then I imagine he'll look for his Blink Dagger from now on. But like a Blink Dagger on Bat does a lot more than any equivalent farm would on the Viper. I think Viper's going to be a lot better off with it. I mean, what does 2250 gold do for Viper? It gets him half an eggs usually, maybe a mech. But on the Batrider, it's going to give him that blink so he can get in and get on top of the Gyrocopter, pull him out of position in for the Invoker. Leshrac, the Undying, Silencer to follow up. So right now I'm favoring the Dire, not just because of the kills, but just because of who's getting the farm, even though the top CS is very close. To his Leshrac, he's got that Soul Ring. Oh, Fissure not quite going to catch him. Unfortunately, just a little bit off there. But they ping out that there's a ward there, so maybe they've got an idea. Clockwork's about to hit level 6. He's actually going for the max flare build, interestingly enough. And he's got an invis room. I don't think he'll be able to make a play on this Invoker. He's had vision of him the whole time. Invoker actually went for an Urn also. So an interesting choice there. Maybe expecting to get a lot more pickoffs. Something along those lines, but we'll have to see. Undying's going to loop around behind the Viper. Maybe he got spotted out there. Either way, Viper's backing up. He's got 10 stick charges, so he's going to be pretty hard to bring down. Level 2 Tombstone, though. They might be able to do it. He's going to start stacking the sticky Napalm. Firefly's going to go it as well. The Zombie's going to get him there, and the turn rate is going to start to hurt him. He tries to turn and run, but there's not a whole lot he can go. They're going to have vision of him the whole time. He's trying to turn around to the Batrider. That's going to pop the lasso, and this is going to be all she wrote. One Soul Reap to finish it off, and that is a dead Viper. Nice pickoff going their way. Good execution. And a good use of the lasso, but it's Clockwork now looking for a hook shot. He's not gonna. Oh, he goes for it, but onto the Undying. Wasn't expecting that necessarily. Undying still has a TP. He's actually gonna try and TP out, but the battery salt's gonna get there. Crystal Nova's gonna come out. He gets off a decay, but that's only gonna delay the inevitable. He's gonna go down. So a good hook shot from Lund, and gets one pick off. Unfortunately, he couldn't find the Batrider, who he's got 800, well 700 gold now. Some gold after he buys that teleport, but towards his blink dagger, so he's getting there fairly quickly. I imagine he'll have it before 10 minutes, or right at 10 minutes would be my guess. The Shrek, I'm not sure what boots you want to go. I imagine something like treads probably, but that'll maybe just to tank up a little bit. We'll have to see. Either way, Shrek, or sorry, Earthshaker. Oh, what's this set? Interesting. Either way, Clockwork, he's going to be just making a stack here. Going for that first item plate mail after the bottle. He'll have his hook shot up here in a moment. Gets that one stack off for the gyrocopter. Always a good thing. And he's actually going to send a flare all the way up to the top lane. Just trying to do some chip, maybe get a CS or two. But I'm curious as to where he's going to look to hook next. But bottom lane, it looks like they're going to go for the Viper again. Firefly coming out, and they've gone. Oh, it's a haste rune as well. No Tombstone down, or it is. Dropped, but unfortunately, Batrider pulls Viper all the way out of it. He's getting decent damage onto him. He's got 2 stacks of tar, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. He needs to get another one on him, and he should be able to bring down the Viper. No, he's going to live. 43 health. And maybe a bit of a mistake was made pulling him that far out of the Tombstone. Didn't give him that extra slow, didn't do that extra bit of damage. Tornado EMP can actually go in the Clockwork. He tries to hook out to his allies, unable to make it. Now Crystal Maiden trying to turn around on the Undying. She's going to eat a couple of right clicks as well as an Urn Charge. Bitch is going to be there though. It should be enough to save her. She's going to get quite low from this, but she won't be going down. And she's sitting down there at 24 health. Invoker doesn't have anything just yet. He's actually going to look for the Earthshaker now. He pops Cold Snap, a couple right clicks as well as the Urn, doing a lot of work. Should be able to get the kill, and he does. Nicely done. Now he's going to head in under the tower, looking for the Crystal Maiden. Going to ping her out. Needs one. Oh, there she is. He gets frozen though. He gets the Urn off. That should be enough to bring her down. And now Silencer's going to be TPing in the Viper. Or, sorry, Viper TPing in. Silencer's there to back the Invoker up though. Batrider's also there. He's got 18 seconds on his lasso. Going to clean up this creep wave and a little bit of the jungle, and all in all going very well for the Dire. Invoker sitting at the top of the charts, 4,200, and then it's pretty close for a third, all of them within 100 gold of each other. Clockwork's going to go for the hook, nicely done. It lands onto the Batrider, a couple right clicks on the Viper, should be able to bring him down. That's a very big pick-off going their way. That's something they desperately needed. We're starting to get quite close to his Blink Dagger, and that's just going to slow it down a little bit, maybe provide them a little bit more space, let the Gyrocopter get farmed, and get some items up on this guy. Unfortunately, his laning up against the Shrek, he's going for some Missile Harass. It's only a level 1 missile though, so it's not doing that much damage. The Shrek's more than happy just to sit there and eat it underneath the tower. He's got a Soul Ring for a little bit of regen, as well as 6 stick charges, so you can't really dive him too well. He'll do a little bit more damage than you want. He's also going for the max Lightning Storm, so going for maximum amount of spam here. You might see a rotation up under the gyrocopter though. Batrider's coming through. Tombstone's going to be landed. Unfortunately, there's no haste room for him to catch up. They get the lightning slow. Oh, the flame break's going to miss, but they get the call down off. Global's coming out, doing a fair bit of damage. What's going on with my camera work here? But they bring down the gyrocopter. Now they're looking for the quantum. He turns around and gets a flare off. He's doing a lot of damage. Nobody's dying just yet. And in the end, it's going to be a 1-for-0 exchange going the way of the L. They're just coming out just to zone them back. Clockwork getting another flare off. Actually, I already upgraded his wand here. Wanted the extra stats. And I think the wand giving 4 stats now is really strong. It's just means it's also build up is much nicer. You get something for every piece. So gyrocopter rotates to the mid lane, but Invoker's looping around. Maybe he's looking for the Clockwork. He's got a tornado up. It's be quite long range though. He's not going to go for it. Maybe thinking about it, but decides against it. Instead, he's just going to have to wander back. He's already got a Midas up and running. He's had it for a little bit here. And unfortunately, the Batrider's blink has been delayed. That extra death certainly causing him. The one, there wasn't a whole lot he could do, but that second one certainly slowing down his blink. But he'll be there in about 400 gold. And once he does, I'm sure the pickoffs will be coming fast and furious for these guys. Invoker's been doing very well so far. Oh, gonna get fissured up. Use that Midas, buddy. Maybe he's saving it for a big jungle creep. Not sure if he wants just the maximum gold efficiency or he wants maximum experience. Anyway, it's a little curious. Yeah, he's gonna head into the jungle now. Gonna head straight. What's he got waiting for him? He's got a Wildkin. It's alright, not the best. Usually you always want a giant red tomato. That is the best creep to Midas.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
But nonetheless, up in the top lane, Viper Strike's gonna come out onto the Shrek. He's gonna turn around, get a splitter off. It lands quite nicely. Now they're gonna look to turn around onto the Viper. Clockwork gonna get flame broken as well, and unfortunately he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. The Shrek's gonna get off the lightning. There's gonna be a last word. Clockwork's trying to get in range to bring down the Shrek, but unfortunately cannot, and he's gonna survive. They get 2 again in the top lane, and this is just strengthening that net worth lead for the Dire. 5-11 is your score. We're only 13 minutes in, and this Leshrack's already doing a lot of work. He's got enough for his point booster, if that's what he wants to go for, whether it's Doctoring Core, maybe a Bloodstone, or an Ag Scepter. Either way, it's going to be whatever he wants. He's sending the courier to the Secret Shop right now, so we'll know here in a moment. But on the Dire side, on the Radiant side, sorry, we've got Gyrocopter. He's probably just picking up TP. Yeah, he's got his phase boots and an Aquila, and as well as a casual bracer. And I've seen this a couple times now, and I'm not sure why the casual bracer. Why you don't just save up for something more? Maybe get an S&Y if you really need to, or what? But you get it is a point booster, so we know that it's going to be one of 3 items, I guess. But oh, not a Lotus Orb, sorry. I guess 4 potentially. So we'll see what he decides to go. I really hope it's Nocturne Core. I think that item would be really good on the track, giving him the lifesteal on Pulse Nova as well as all the damage from Lightning Storm, Split Earth, Edict, all that stuff. We have another missile coming over, but I think again it's just level 1, judging by how many hits it took to destroy. Yeah. Either way, we'll see. Does Batrider have his Blink Dagger up and running? He does. There's going to be a really nice fissure coming out, though. Oh, Global's coming out. We're going to prevent the Echo Slam from following up. Batrider blinks forward, misses the lasso, unfortunately. Tornado EMP onto the gyro. Should be enough to bring him down. They don't use the lasso just yet. Cold Snap coming out will be enough. They get the Earthshaker down further in lane as well, and the Silencer, unfortunately, going down the other way. They're going to get a Split Earth. Crystal Maiden could not TP out in time. The track was a little bit too on point with the Split Earth, as well as Lightning. And the Undying too. Good work there, staying alive through the fight. Tombstone apparently not dropped, which is interesting. Unless Clockwork's gonna TP into the bottom lane, the track's doing what he can, but he's got to be a little bit careful here. It's actually going to be the Clock who gets in a little bit of trouble, makes it out okay. Up on the top lane though, they're looking to turn things around onto the Viper. Cold Snap, EMP coming off as well. They're going to bring him down. Viper Strike's going to come out, but in the end, it's just a little bit of a final screw you to the Invoker.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
One thing that's kind of curious is the Dire lineup isn't that good at Roshan. I feel like they're going to have a pretty tough time to do it if they ever decide that they want to. So we'll have to wait and see here what their final choice is going to be. But Either way, Leshrack's got another 1,000 gold in his bank, so he can go for that. I imagine it's the next item for whatever he wants. It's probably going to be a vitality booster, as he's probably going for that first item Bloodstone based off his soul ring already. Oh, mid lane, Clockwork taking a lot of damage. The flame break's going to knock him back into the fire, and the soul rip from the Undying is going to be enough. They're going to look to turn around with the call down though. Viper needs one more attack on to the Batrider, and he's going to get it now. They're going to look, and they're going to get to the Leshrack as well as the Silencer. What is going on here? Invoker's going to TP in, gets an EMP Tornado off, and unfortunately only clipping the Crystal Maiden. Not going to be enough to bring anyone down. The Viper deep behind the tower. Crystal Maiden's going to take some little bit of extra damage. Pops her wand. Now maybe too much health. The Echo Slam's going to come out, stuns the Invoker as well as the Enchant Totem. He's going to look to turn around. Not going to be able to make it out of there. And the urn is going to be enough. Oh, it is. He does at least get the Crystal Maiden. A bit of a consolation prize there, but 4 down in favor of BursterO. And well done, guys. Well done. They get a 5,500 experience swing in their favor. Or a 5,500 experience in their favor, and then a 3k gold swing in their favor as well. Very well done for them. And that's going to be, well, as you can see, a couple of items coming out. We've got the mechanism for the Viper. Oh, he's just clearing a stack. Gyrocopter, he was there for that. He's got 1,900 gold in the bank, so I imagine a Yasha will be on the way for him. Either way, we'll have to wait to see. Smoke up from the Dire. They want to gank this bottom tower and whoever's near it. If they can get a kill or two and turn it back around, I think they'll be pretty well off. They're actually going to spot out the Earthshaker, blink forward. Lasso is there, unfortunately not able to get off. The Enchant Totem canceled. The Global comes out as well. Now it's Viper who might be in a little bit of a situation. He's going to be getting hit by the zombies. The Flame Break going to knock him to the side. The Lightning going to slow him down. Call down's coming in. Rotations from the Radiant though, doing a lot of work. The Freezing Field is too strong. There's not a lot they can do about it. Unfortunately, they're going to lose 3. They get 2, but it's not going to be enough. Tornado off the mark, not going to land either. Invoker going to do what he can. Drops the EMP. That might be enough to bring down the Crystal Maiden. No, it's not. Only drops her to 130 health. Hookshot's going to miss. Invoker's going deep, though. Looking for it. This is the second time he's been deep underneath this tower. Silencer's trying to get the Viper. Is he going to be able to? Cold Snap did come out. They do drop the Viper. Maybe. Maybe not. No, he's not going to go down. He lives. Unfortunately, the last word might be enough. Can he get to the well? No, he can't. And the Invoker is going to drop. Chase that Crystal Maiden all throughout the bottom tower, but she was just not something here too often, but Crystal Maiden was just too tanky to deal with, and they get wiped again. A lot less gold going the way this time, but still, 1,000 gold swing, as well as another 2,500 experience in favor of the Radiant. Well done indeed. And with that, I feel like the Dire, they need to sit back and kind of take stock of what's happening here. They've lost 2 fights back to back. They were heavily in control of this game. I'm sure if we take a look at the chart, yeah, you'll see they had almost a 6,000 gold, well, 7,500 gold lead, as well as just over 7,500 experience lead, and it's just plummeted in the last 4 minutes. It's absolutely dived, but we'll have to see if they can look to turn it around, bring things back, just kind of calm down, relax, try not to tilt too much. Just take 5.
The Dire might want to find the top tower.
Either way, we'll see here. Leshrack, he's got a soul booster already, so he can go for either the recipe and finish that Bloodstone, or he can start saving up for the
Looks like Dire's
what is it called?
tower
The Staff of
is
Intelligence, or what is the item? Mystic Staff. That's what it is. I don't know why I blanked on that one, but either way, we'll have to see. Is it one? At least they've got some stolen intelligence on the Silencer. They've got 10 stacks of it already, which is not bad for a support Silencer. Who looks like he's just trying to tank up a little bit here. He's got 1,200 gold. Maybe looks for 4th staff. I think would be really strong. But speaking of 4th staff, I think getting one on the Batrider would also be crucial. He's had the Blink Dagger for a while now, but he hasn't been able to progress to that next item. The pickoff's not quite going their way. Let's see, the Invoker, the shining light for the Dire team. He's been doing quite well. Still at the top of the networks chart, 7,600 gold on him, 6k on the Gyro. He's been doing an okay job of keeping pace and catching up. And I think if Gyro is about even with them, it'll be better.
Radiant's mid tower.
He's gonna finish. He did finish the drums, okay. Maybe valuing that buff the drums a little bit more than some other people, but we'll see. Fucking armadillos, though.
What's with all the scribbling?
Looking up at the top lane, we do have a point booster on the Invoker. I imagine this is probably for an Ag, so we can get those invokes off a little bit faster. But we'll, either way, we'll We'll have to see. Batrider's gonna Firefly around behind. He's gonna spot out the Earthshaker right now.
Radiant's mid tower
Really
could use a
decided to go
hand.
for it yet. He can go for the Clockwork also if he wants to. He's actually going to blink last on the Clockwork mid-hook animation, but the Echo Sign comes out. Global to follow up as well. EMP doing good work, but unfortunately Clockwork, he's not going down yet. Okay, there he is. Now he's going to drop. They're looking for the Earthshaker. They're going to be able to get him. The Freezing Field's going to finish off the Undying though. The Splitter does connect. Now they're going to get the slow from the track as well as the burst damage coming up from the Pulse Nova. The zombies help finish him off, and they get 3 up in the top lane. Viper is thinking about going in, but this is not the fight you want, buddy. You do not want to head in there up against 3. And Tombstone's still down, as well as Batrider gonna off his Firefly, see what he can spot. He's gonna find the Viper, but he blinks away before he gets auto attack. Darkhopper's gonna go in with a call down though. Gonna look to do good damage. Full Snap comes out, Force Snap from the Invoker. This might be his end. He's gonna pop Ghost Walk, but I think he's gonna go down to the Poison Tick. No, he doesn't. He heals. Suicide from the Shrek, saving the Invoker's life. What a play coming out for Dire, keeping him alive and denying the kill. So at least they have that going their way. But that is his Bloodstone going down a couple of charges here, so a little bit unfortunate, but at least he's going to be respawning quickly. You can TP up to the top lane in 8 seconds if they want to contest it. Invoker's got the EMP Tornado locked and loaded, ready to go. He's going to come through. There's the EMP Tornado, connects onto the Darkhopper. It's going to land as well. They're going to be able to bring him down very quickly. Now they're going to look for the Viper. They got a full snap to cancel his TP as well as to play a big splitter, and he's just going to get brought down. One shining light is they did at least not get the tower denied. And now, unfortunately, though, they're probably going to lose their Radiant tier 1 in the offlane. That said, there's been a lot of fighting around this offlane tower, which is not the most important tower in the world, but at the same time, it's still a tower. Oh, Batrider blinks forward. He's going to get the lasso. No, he's not. Unfortunately, he's going to get frozen. Frostbite connecting with them, and they do bring down that tower. 1900 gold now up on the track, so he can go for his second soul booster if that's his choice of item, if he wants to go that route. I really want to see the Octarine Fort. I know I'm stressing it, but it's something I think would be really good on this hero, and in general, just really hoping to see. So he's got that 2300 gold. We'll know shortly where he wants to go. Crystal Maiden, she's actually not doing too bad for herself. She's bottom of the net worth chart, but level-wise is what I'm saying. She's doing fairly well. Wrong tab open there. Levels, she's sitting actually 4th overall, so those Freezing Field's doing some work there as well as getting her the experience she needed. Clockwork, he's got a 4-staff blade mail, so he's doing not terrible. I'd like to see him finish his treads though, maybe tank up a little bit, get that blade mail a little more effective. Earthshaker's though the real breadwinner of the Radiant team, Radiant supports. He's got his 4-staff. Tranquil, Soul Ring. I mean, he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, but I think 4-staff in this case is a little bit better, just because it's so hard to blink in onto the zombies. But either way, it looks like they want to mount an offensive onto this mid tower. There's no TPs coming in just yet. They're pinging out like they need to bring it down. The Clockwork's pinging it heavily. There's a TP back behind the tower. Invoker and Clockwork are actually going to pass like 2 ships in the night. There's going to be a flare coming out, going to cancel the Batrider's Blink Dagger. He's now got a 4-staff though. EMP is going to go out. He's only going to connect onto 1. The Tornado's there as well. Viper's going to pop his mech and his stick. Staying alive for now, but not sure if that's going to be enough. He's going to get 4-staff back into the tower. Gyrocopter's going to come in with a call down. Big Echo Slam coming out for revenge. Now they're going to look to clean house. Maybe, maybe not though. They're all dropping quite low. Is the Earthshaker gonna go down? So far it's only 1 down for the Radiant. Are they gonna be able to keep everybody else alive? Batrider dropping very low. He's not gonna be able to get the Crystal Maiden. He tries. Unable to turn around. Gyrocopter too strong right now. A little bit too tanky with the drums and the Ogre Club. He's gonna pop. Oh, the Fissure's gonna connect as well. They need a little bit more damage. Sunstrike's gonna go out though. It's very little level. They should be able to finish him off with a couple of auto attacks. Smoke not quite disjointing everything. There's a good try coming out from the Earthshaker. Unfortunately, he was just a little bit too close still, and it immediately popped. Now the Clockwork's looking for the Invoker. He's got a hook shot in 2 seconds. He's gonna be able to find him. The Flare's gonna go. EMP Tornado's gonna be there though. Clockwork, can he get it off? No, he's not gonna go for it just yet. The Shrik's gonna show up as well. I think this is gonna be the fight he wants to take. Does Shrek ever buy anything? He's gonna go for BKB. Okay, so he's boring. Determined that the track is now boring. Invoker did finish his Axe, so he has that very fast Invoke, only on a 4-second cooldown with no mana cost as well. Just a moment here, he'll have a spell up literally whenever he needs to. And he's starting to get more points in Exhort. Gonna look for those 4 points and try and get level 25 as fast as possible. Probably gonna look for maybe route to travel, I would imagine, whenever he can. Battlerider's actually gonna go ahead and Firefly this creep wave. He's got his Force Staff picked up now, so we'll see what he wants to go for next. What kind of items that wants to be, maybe maybe a sheep stick or something like that. But either way, what's the Shaker got? He's 1200 gold, maybe looking for a Blink Dagger of his own. Gyrocopter's actually got a BKB also, and the nice thing about a BKB is sure they have the lasso to go through it, but they have no damage to follow it up. The only right click they have is when if Invoker puts oh, can they get it? Oh, they do. They get battery cell pick is gonna land. They're gonna get him cogged in, fidgeted up, and now they pop the blade mail and dying. Gonna stay alive for a little bit, but it's not gonna be enough. Gyrocopter just pops the flat cannon and goes, cleans out the tombstone. They almost get show on the silencer, but it's gonna be the case. Now it's Clockwork who's gonna look for an Axe upgrade, so he's got a little bit more health now with the point booster. And soon he'll have that very short cooldown force forward. Not gonna follow it up. He'll have the very short cooldown hook shot.
Here's what's happening to Dire's bottom tower. Radiant structures must have been fortified. Them Dire buildings are tough as nails.
Mid lane, Leshrac is gonna do some split pushing here. He's still only got 6 bloodstone charges. He really needs to get that up there, but fortunately he's been having a tough time. He's gonna TP back, looking to defend the tier 2. Batrider off to the side does get hit by a Crystal Nova. Fissured up, Force Staff forward. He's got a blink lasso if he wants to, but no Force Staff. He's gonna pop a Flame Break just to do a little bit of harass damage maybe, but doesn't look like that's gonna be the case. Ping out, oh, they do spot the ward there, so at least they get that cleaned up. Voidstone on the silencer. Oh, hookshot back in. Radiant, they decide to turn around, take a fight. They're gonna drop the call down and look to go. They bring down 2 very quickly. Silencer and the Undying. There's no global to come out if they look to push further. And now the Invoker, he's gotta be kind of a little bit careful here. Be alright. Actually, I see a couple TVs to the top lane. Gyrocopter looks like he wants to push this out. And he should be doing an alright job doing so. Clockwork's only, well, 900 of gold away from his Force Staff. Earthshaker's actually picked up a Blink Dagger as well. Gonna start getting points into that enchant totem. Look for the drop the base a little bit more as best he can. Crystal Maiden's getting points up in Durara as well, so their sustain is quite strong. Batrider's actually gonna go for the lasso onto Clockwork. Gets the Force Staff away, but then Clockwork Force Staffs back, and then gets Force Staff back again. They do get a tornado onto the Earthshaker. Look through. He doesn't have an Echo Slam, so it doesn't look like this is what they want to take here. And this is just very aggressive back and forth Dota coming in from these two teams. Either one really wanting to sit back and farm. Both of them just looking to fight as best they can. They're actually gonna go ahead and pop the Edict on Leshrac as well as the Alacrity. I don't think that's he's gonna be able to get the kill on anybody though. He's gonna just get Force Staffed back after the hookshot. They're actually looking to go top. Gyrocopter's going to be forced to BKB TP. They don't have a lasso either, so they have to back off. Batrider's actually picked up a gem. Fairly early gem pickup here. And a little bit risky. The Batrider has been dying in these fights, so if he does go down, they will lose that a little bit of map control. But for now, hopefully they can find some wards with it, get a D-ward. Just across the river, there's one there, but I guess it's the only one. Which is one thing we haven't talked about a whole lot is the map control. The Radiant used to have a ward up here, but it got pinged out and brought down. And then they don't have any around the Roche pit either, but that's just because the Dire don't have a very strong Roching lineup. I would say the Radiant have a better Roche lineup. The Viper can do okay damage to Roshan. Actually gonna look for a Blink 40. BKB gets popped by the Shrek as well as the Global. And all that was used was a Fissure, a Force Staff, and a Rocket Barrage homing missile. That's going to be the 10-second BKB on the track. Unfortunately, doesn't get the best use out of it that he was hoping for, but we'll see if... what did you just buy? He bought bots. Okay. So, more movement speed coming up for the guy, as well as the ability to just zip around the map as needed. We've got a mechanism, or a pipe up on the the Viper here. Well, I was curious to see if he's gonna go for the Guardian's Greaves or something like that. He's sending Curry out to the secret shop, so he's either gonna buy a point booster or he's gonna get a energy booster. It's gonna be the point booster, so he's gonna start working on an Ag Scepter, I would imagine. Gyrocopter, he's going to be finishing up his S&Y here quite quickly. Bit of a curious item. I guess it gives him the movement speed and attacks for your health. Kind of a very good all-around item on him. So, I'd be too surprised to see it. Such a good effect. Bottom lane, Sansa's farming pretty aggressively, but there's no one around to gank him yet, so doing okay. Batrider's actually got an invis room. He's going to have spotted out. He's going to pop Firefly, look to bring down the creep wave a little bit, but not going to be the case. Buster's going to push it down quickly with a flank cannon. Going to get hit with a flame break. It doesn't look like that's going to be much else. Invoker's now got double Fort Spears up and running, so he's going to look to pressure the top lane. He's got 3,600 gold in the bank, so maybe we'll see an Ocarine Core coming out on him fairly soon. It is pretty good on Invoker, getting the cooldown reduced. A lot of his builds have decently long cooldown, so everything he can do just that little bit faster. As well as, I guess, it drops the cooldown of Invoke by half a second, so not terrible. But either way, we'll have to see. He might look to turn around in the Viper. Tornado EP is going to come out. He pops the Meteor as well. Definitely Blast. Unfortunately, it's all going to miss. Viper does a good job running out to the north, and he's going to look to turn around. Clockwork 4 stabs first. Unfortunately, doesn't go for the hook shot right off the bat. Maybe it was trapped behind the creeps. Unfortunately, did not catch that. But almost getting a kill there. Invoker barely able to get out, and he's going to buy Boots Travel off that. So he's got 1,900 gold in the bank, and the world is his oyster at this point. You can go for whatever items he wants. We'll see. Let's take a look and see if the Dire's been able to pull the game back. It looks like they never dropped below 0. Hold the phone here. They're going to go on to the Gyrocopter. Sunstrike's going to land. BKB is there, though. He's not taking enough damage to go down. Unfortunately, the Edict does do physical damage. It is not going to be enough to bring down the Gyrocopter, and they're unable to get him. They do force out the BKB charge, though. Back to what I was saying, the net worth graph. It looks like it's about probably 1,500 in favor of the Dire, as well as experience. Just starting to tip back to even. Radiant there, we're ahead for a little bit, but I feel even if Radiant are behind, I think they can still win this. I think their lineup fights better with less. I give any, like, with the Gyrocopter, just with having a BKB, he completely nullifies everything but the Batrider's Lasso and the Edict from Leshrac. I guess Sunstrike 2 does go through, but it's just not enough to bring him down. And unless they can chain everything perfectly, like they need to chain the Batrider Lasso into this Leshrac stun, into like Cold Snap, and just keep Gyrocopter chain locked, things like that. So we'll have to see here. That gets a nice aggressive ward down right here. It's going to spot them out just to the north. Batrider is in the area as well. See if he wants to go. Clockwork's going to toss out a flare. Does Batrider still have the gem? Oh, it's actually undying because he's going to get hooked up. He's going to pop the Flesh Golem and look to back out. He's got a Yule Scepter. Batrider blinking away. The Fissure's going to come out, and the Invoker also making his way out of there. Dying, not sure what he's going to do here. He's got a Tombstone, but it's no point dropping it. Just be feeding him an extra bit of gold. And well, they get one. It is just the Undying though to support. He's going for a Hood of Defiance. So hopefully he'll have that soon. Keep him alive a little bit longer. Invoker in the mid lane, looking to push again. There's going to be a TP in from the Gyrocopter. 4-step backwards from the Invoker. Not going to get caught out yet. Hookshot goes, but unfortunately he went the wrong way with it. Invoker moving very quick with all those points up in wax, as well as his boost travel. The Shrek, he's got another 2,100 gold. That missile, though, still following. They're going to be able to bring it down. Oh, we're actually going to have an Echo Slam come out and a call down. They don't pick up the gem. Tornado's going to go. It's going to catch out the Earthshaker. Are they going to look to go for more? No. Unable to recover the gem, unfortunately. Earthshaker barely able to get that and get out. This Invoker's items. He's got another, he's got his Midas up, but not using it again. Let's just run over here. Either way. Gonna pop the Force Spirits and like to do Ancients. Keeping the Midas on cooldown. Looks like he's gonna go for a Refresher Orb, I imagine. Hold on here. Why can I not find the item I am looking for? Perseverance. So, unless I guess it's Refresher Orb, one of these four, but yeah, definitely Refresher Orb now. So, looking to get the double spells off. He gets the tornado off. Unfortunately, Clockwork had already hooked. He's going to be able to force snap out of the cogs. Clockwork not going to be able to pursue. And are we going to see any other defense coming up? Shrag's pushing top lane. Radiant, they should be able to just bring down this mid tower fairly easily. Horn did come out. Shrag's going to do his best to try and push this. How quick is he going to get there? Pretty quick. Does he have Edict up? No, he doesn't. He's actually out of mana. Global's going to come out, though. We're going to see a call down. Batrider doing what he can, trying to pull back the Clockwork, but he's going to drop the Invoker. Barely surviving this. He does not have buyback either. He just bought out. Shrag's picking up a Blink Dagger as well. Kind of curious there, but it's going to be Silencer falling on the backside. He gets chained up by the Crystal Maiden and brought down by the rest. Invoker desperately needs this refresher orb. He's actually going to find the Crystal Maiden. Man, the Glimmer Cape doing too much work there, keeping her alive throughout that entire salvo of Invoker spells. Get back from the Shrek. Good job. Trying to bring down the creep wave, I guess. But with just the two of them and no buybacks on their team, it's a little bit unfortunate. Anyway, the Radiant thing should be able to get this mid-set of racks. No GG's called yet, and I don't expect one to come out until maybe one more fight. But he's gone to that one Perseverance on him. He's going to throw out another Tornado EMP. Not going to really land on anybody, just hits some creeps. Does drain some mana from the Crystal Maiden, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And the Radiant, after claiming their racks, they're going to back out. Actually, we've got a Batrider. He's got no lasso up for a couple of seconds. Pings it out. Well, he will know where the Viper is in a moment here. He's actually going to get turned around on. Gonna see a set of lightning come out, 4-step backwards from the bat. He's not going to want to go, taking too much damage too quickly. Not something he wants to deal with. They lose both sets of racks here, and now they're going to look to maybe try and counter push. Sunstrike does go ahead and check the Roshan pit, which they are not doing. Anyway, we'll see what they want to go for. Unfortunately, the Shraks just never been able to get off a long, get Pulse Nova going for a long enough time to do some serious work here. I know Coreless Shrek can do some serious work. I've seen it before. Very, very impressive, but this won't be the case. And Silencer, he's finished up a global, or sorry, his refresh orb. So he's got double global now whenever he needs it, but it's a little bit questionable. That's all he's got really. He's still only got 12 stolen intelligence. Batrider, he's got an older club. Unfortunately, he lost that gem. So they don't have the map control they once did, but not that the Radiant has too much out as far as wards. Gems is still up. It is still up on the Earthshaker. He's finished up a Yule's. So, doing good work there. But Invoker, does he have that refresher? I imagine he should. Yeah, it's coming out to him right now. But now it's at this point, what do you get next? He's going to throw out a Deafening Blast. He's level 20, only 5 levels to go before he's got the new and improved Deafening Blast. Go just walk into them, pop the Deafening, all that jazz. But looks like the Dire, they're going to do their best to bring down Roshan. They're trying to... Unfortunately, it's really tough for them to bring down. Show's going to end up tanking it. Not something you want. He is affected by Flesh Golem Zara, so he's taking a little bit of extra damage, and they are going to be able to bring it down. Surprisingly, he managed to sneak one out from underneath the nose of the Radiant. He gets it on the Shrek, so now he can go in. He can get off as much of a Pulse Nova as he can. Come back, pop his 9-second BKB, and look to fight again. He's actually going to continue to push the bottom lane. Probably the right choice. Silencer is sitting all the way down here as well. He's got double global up and ready to go. We'll see if maybe this is their time to sign. They've finished off. The refresher orb. Oh, they pop a sentry or an obs ward, but a little bit too far. You want to put it like right there. Is usually where you want it. But
trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Batrider, he's gonna cut around to the side. Not gonna get spotted out just yet. Tornado's gonna go through. Not gonna connect on anyone. Probably just a scouting tornado. Glimmer caped forward. Crystal Maiden, she can. Gonna spot out the Batrider's fire. Clockwork fires out a rocket as well. But neither team looking to commit just yet. Batrider's gonna buy another gem. And this is a risky investment. 4-step forward from the Earthshaker. They were smoked up. Jarkup reveals himself. They're gonna look to clean up the creep wave. Down. Track doing what he can to push out. Clockwork's there. He's got a hook shot if he wants to go for it. He's also working on a Shiva's guard. So we'll see if this is where they want to take the fight. Maybe head into the middle. Clockwork's gonna get a hook shot onto the Invoker. He's gonna get 4-stepped out. So does the Invoker. Both teams going to look to disengage. Force. Oh, that fissure timing manages to snag the Batrider. They get us the global onto the gyrocopter. Now they're going to look to burst him down. He's got his BKB up and running, though. He's not taking much damage. He's actually looking to turn this around. Can they finish him off? They're doing what they can. The Echo Slam's going to go. Gyrocopter is going to fall. Leshrack's going to be coming back here in just a moment. Nice. Definitely blast into a meteor, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Leshrack's able to blink forward. He still has his BKB. He's got the Pulse Nova going, doing what he can. He's going to pop the BKB. He gets Clockwork. Is he going to drop? No, Clockwork's going to make it, but so far Leshrack, he's still alive. I guess, oh, he used the BKB before the Aegis went down. Oh no, mistakes may have been made there. Unfortunately, he popped it when he was looking to man fight the gyrocopter. Everybody's so low. What they wouldn't give for a Zeus right now. Pop it, get a triple kill. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Clockwork's going to do what he can to bring down the creep wave. And there's going to be a couple of them up in about 20 seconds here. 50 on the Invoker, but about 20 seconds on the other three, and then 25 on the Shrack. They should be able to defend this rack. I don't think they're going to be able to take... They might get the tier 3, but it's going to be pretty close. See here, Earthshaker doing pretty solid work. Did they get both gems? They've only got the one gem. So we'll have to wait and see. Undying's going to look to run forward. He made it there. Lots of force taps coming out from both sides. I think everybody got force tapped a little bit there, but not going to be able to finish anyone off. But Leshrack doing what he can to clear up the creep wave middle, and his item progression has certainly been hurt. He needs to pick up something, whether it's an Ag Scepter for the bonus damage on Pulse Nova, or maybe he's going to just go for the Octarine Core. He's actually going to look for a Shiva's Guard, it looks like. So I guess the armor to help him out in general, meant the kind of take down the gyrocopter's DPS a little bit there. But that's one thing I haven't talked about in a little bit here is this gyrocopter. He's doing so much more with his items than Leshrack is. Leshrack needs to get that Ag Scepter, that Octarine Core, and he needs charges on his Bloodstone to stay alive. And unfortunately, the gyrocopter, he's not in that situation. He's got a BKB, he does a crap load of damage with this Monkey King bar, and just all the other items he's acquired. He's got to his name. Actually, interesting Sunstrike. Maybe just making them think they've got a ward there. Roshan's not going to be up for a long time. So, see what they want to do. Batrider checking for wards as best he can. And Leshrack, now he's got that extra bit of armor, extra 15 coming out from the Shiva's Guard. So, he should be able to survive a fair bit longer in these engagements, especially once he's got that BKB up and running. He'll be a little bit better off. But I'm still worried. Like, we saw how long it took them to kill that gyrocopter through his BKB. But alas, we'll see. Maybe Undying with this magical Hood of Defiance will be the case. Maybe they can get a bunch of decays off and follow it up. We're actually going to see a Glimmer Cape coming out onto the Leshrack. They ping it out, or onto the Earthshaker. He's running forward. Get him blink away. And they're actually going to back off now. Not wanting to overcommit push, but Clockwork's now got a Shiva's Guard of his own, so when he hooks in, they'll have lots of vision, as well as he's going to be quite tanky and tough to deal with. And it's going to do a good job of canceling any blink daggers as well when he goes in. If he doesn't have to directly clip the Batrider, but even if he just hits him with the Shiva's Guard, it prevent that blink for a couple of seconds. Could be at a crucial moment. But we'll see. Batrider very good in the defense. See which side wants to commit first. Do we have double global? We do. Oh, blink forward onto the Viper. Nicely done. Global 1 comes out. Tombstone is dropped. They should have vision of him still. Gets force snap forward. Force snapped again. The second global coming out. Now it's the gyrocopter though. He's going to be laying into them with his BKB up and running. It's going to wear off. Batrider is going to make it out. Now maybe they're going to be able to look to turn. The Clockwork going through. Oh, the Echo Slam whiffs from the Earthshaker, unfortunately. But they should be able to bring down the Leshrack. He's going to drop. He's down to the grave for 60 seconds. There's the the Deafening Blast as well as the Meteor. Brings down the Crystal Maiden, but they've already lost two. Clockwork's going to look to re-engage onto the Invoker. Invoker's going to force step, doesn't make it into the base. He drops another Deafening Blast and Meteor. Nicely done. Earthshaker might be going down. No, he's going to pop the Gilling Clip. He's going to be okay. Invoker buys back. Now he's going to look They need to get a lot off of this, otherwise it's just going to be
Nothing
their
left.
racks going down, and unfortunately the end of the game, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get much of anything. Their racks dropping again, Clockwork again with another hook. They ping out where he is. They should have vision of him. There was a couple gems on the deck, but no one's able to grab it. Maybe Invoker picked it up.
Dyer's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
No one manages to snag one throughout that fight. Oh, Earthshaker does. He's just now looking to re-engage after regenning up with the Tranquils and his Force Staff. But they've already lost one set. They're gonna go for, they get the Ice Path, definitely, or an EMP as well, but Darkcopter doesn't seem to care. He's got a missile, it's heading all the way back to the base. Undying off to the side there. He's in a bad place. He's probably got to get out of here, but at the same time, this is going to be mega creeps, and I don't see any way that they can handle mega creeps. Clockwork somehow whips the point blank range hook. Tombstone is down. It's going to be doing okay work. There's another BKB coming out. Leshrac, he's now respawned. Call down's going to come out. Leshrac not dropping too quick. That Shiva's Guard certainly helping out a fair bit. They're not able to bring down the Gyrocopter either. They do defend their final lane of racks, if only just. Leshrac not going to land on anybody. They pop the cogs just in case. They're going to go ahead and back up. And with that, they've got one lane of racks left that's already hurt and exposed. No tier 3 left to protect it. I imagine the Radiant, they take, well, 15 seconds and we'll know when Roche is spawning. Once they've got that, I'm sure they will. Oh, Sunstrike actually going to go, not going to find any of them, but we'll figure out when Roche is spawning here in just a moment. Dun, da, da, da. Come on, give it to me. I know how the Roche clock works. Every one of these is a minute. Roche is going to respawn in a minute and 20 seconds. So it's actually a decently quick Roche spawn. And I think this favors the Dyer. If they can sneak in there right after it spawns and bring it down again, I think it'll be pretty good. The only problem is going to be how hard it is to sneak in there up against the Clockwork. And when you're down 3 lanes of racks and you know that it's going to be coming up sometime soon. One thing they do have going for them is Invoker can continuously Sunstrike and scout it as well. But so can the Clockwork, so at least both teams should know when it comes up. Unless we can actually see a Blink Force Staff forward. EMP Tornado is going to go out, actually going to land. Nice secondary Yules coming out from the Earthshaker, protects him from the EMP. At the end of the day, I think that's going to be a boat in. Just protecting him from the EMP. Are they going to have everything up? They will, but unfortunately this Bloodstone just not quite paying off the way that Leshrac had hoped. Maybe Octarine Core would have been the answer, who knows. Oh, he just brought a smoke just to cover them in the base. The Dyer's actually, or the Radiant, sorry, is smoked outside the Dyer's base here, waiting for somebody to come forward. They're going to go for the hook shot. Unfortunately, it whiffs. Not going to connect, and Earthshaker's going to head up to the high ground. Liver Cape wearing off. They ping out the Invoker. They should be able to see him. Oh, Fissure? Force Staff? Anything? No. Not going to engage. They're going to back off this one. And Gyrocopter's actually going to head back and push down the wave. Got a fly cannon if he wants to use it. And he's actually at the point where he's got a max homing missile. He left it at that one point. Just that value stun. Only 3 hits to destroy, though. Oh. We'll see if... Oh. No, probably just scouting for the Batrider, trying to see if he was over there or not. Either way, the Randrax already hurt. They're going to smoke up. Are they going to go aggressively? Roshan has respawned, but there's no way they can sneak this. They can maybe look to loop around like that into them, but we'll see. Batrider's going to be lassoed up. He's actually going to go onto the Clockwork first. Aqua Slime comes out, though. It connects with a couple of them. Reziva's Glimmer Cape. We're going to have Shiva's Guard coming out from the clock doing a lot of work, but unfortunately for the Dyer, they don't have it. They take a fight outside the base. They lose 4 almost instantly. The Shack types out. GG, well played. Is good night. He calls it as well. Good game, well played indeed. And that's going to be game 1, I believe, of the 2-game series coming up from these 2 teams. The Radiant, they were kind of off to a rough start, but they were able to pull it back nicely. And I would not say that that was a throw at all. I think that was just solid play by the Radiant Bursters. Well done, guys. Well played indeed. And at the end of the day, it's just the Gyrocopter does a lot more with the farm. We saw the Leshrac and the Gyro about the same net worth, but it wasn't enough. Unfortunately, he needed to be further ahead, and the Gyro's BKB just did too much work in the fights. But we'll be back with game number 2 coming up shortly.